I'm talking to a legendary lyricist, a respected writer, a man with a passion for the pen. He's recorded with all your favorite rappers,
Oh yeah.
Wordsworth. Welcome to Rhymecology.
Yeah, thank you, man. I think just try to hold down the integrity of some of my favorites, like Karis, One Rock, Kim, King. Like I try to have a standard of excellence, and that's what I try to match.
I want to hear you tell the people about Wordsworth, how you came up with it, and maybe if there's a little bit of history behind that.
I really just was watching TV and seeing the cartoon Heathcliff, and they had the cat Wordsworth on there, always talking and rhyming, and had headphones on. And then when I got to college, then I found out it was actual poets. Well, I remember I was in English lit, and they was like, "So Vincent, what do you think of this Shakespearean sonnet?" And I raised my hand and I said, "It's not better than Nas." So that's the type of person I was, like I was into that poetry.
You were announcing the boxing match, and Sticky Fingers was in it.
Yeah. Yep. Right. Up. Yep. With Onyx.
You guys were and it was a battle. And when I think about it, I'm like, I wonder if Drop the Mic from TBS literally just took that from you guys.
I mean, there's a lot of influences, I think, in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Wild 'N Out is influenced by it. Remember they did a show right after a hip opera with Beyonce.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Remember they did that? So
is that where Def Jeff recreating the classics? You were able to skate by with that?
Yeah, because then he would own the track and things like that.
Joy and pain coexist. I'm one of Jehovah's gifts, a vocalist for the consumers, commuters, and motorists. There's rumors I'm rolling with, numerous soloists, using computers, showing foes that I'm posing in photos with.
Yeah, that. Yeah, man.
What I'm seeing is two separate rhyme schemes. You have the Jehovah's Gifts and coexist and motorists, but then you also have the consumers, commuters. When people drop internal rhymes, like say you have a multi-syllabic or a compound rhyme at the end, when you throw in the internals, usually it's a one syllable. It's like a one syllable usually, but you're having a triple syllable in both the end rhyme and the internal rhyme.
Yeah, I really got that. I got that from Cool G Rap. So that was my favorite coming up. And then I was listening to the lyrics so much, but I was always analyzing the writing of it in my head. So I'm listening, but I'm seeing the sentences. And I would probably say if you go from now all the way back to when Cool G Rap's first albums, if you listen to all his rhymes, there's rhymes in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of put me on to the fact of, oh, okay, you can do something in the middle before the end.
Okay.
Because prior to that, my thought process was whatever happens at the end of each line, that's it. Not really what's going on in the middle. So then, knowing how great he was, I basically was trying to emulate how well I could do that. And then it made me search for more. So I got trained from that, really.
Those on the block, it rock like I'm a deus.
Right. Terminator Data and your rhymes are Sarah Connor. Terminator Data before he said Sarah Connor. So you get ripped up, wrapped up, slipped up, slapped up because you're wrapped up to get capped up. Play the back of this here scenery. You clowns will get broken down like machinery. I bring trouble on the double. Bust you like a bubble. Hard rocks crushed in the rubble. So all of that.
So all internals.
All internals, man. So that's why those were my lessons.
Yep. You said something about oxygen mask bleeding heavily. We need to get to the hospital fast. I'm doing 70.
Yeah, oxygen mask. Yeah, hospital fast.
That's 4 syllables in the middle.
I'm writing. I'm thinking about the scene there, and then what's going on in the scene as it grows and gradually grows. Sometimes I'll have the ending already of the verse. I'll be like, oh, I know how this is going to end.
The verse.
So now I got to pretty much think of how does it lead up to this ending, because this ending is going to be crazy.
You had so many different literary devices and tools that you broke down there when you said Sony or Iowa, black or white, I fit all stereotypes. So we have an entendre for the word stereotype, right?
Right.
It means two different things.
Two different things right there. Yeah, for sure.
And then eternally verbally with the internal, and then the punchline, you'll die 9 just to get a line out. So we got entendres, triple syllables, internals, punchline, known fact or factors, non-rappers, fractured. Where you had to have the known fact to go with the rap, so that fact could go with
Yeah.
fracture.
Yeah. Known fact for factors, a non-rappers, fractured. Yeah.
It's genius.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I'm far from a novice. I win by the largest margins. Regardless, you ain't as smart as us. Save the remarks and arguing. Queens to the heart of Harlem. Poverty-starving artists with talent. The challenge to be heard is what the hardest part is. You're stretching this scheme not only in those first 4 bars, but for the entire 16 so many times is mind-boggling. So the way I said that on purpose was so they didn't all rhyme the way I said them, but
Right.
the way you say them, you bend your words, you stretch the vowel rhyme, and you kept that going for 38. I counted 38 matching rhymes in 16 lines.
Man, yeah. When I was writing that on some basis of proving something. That was my only way to get out of the stigma.
Rap.
Yeah, that's the only way. And that pretty much got me out of that. And
that was it. That album, that project.
That album, right. Yeah. That album solidified that for me. That album got me a XL. So whatever comes to me first from a perspective of writing, that gets tabled until I come up with like maybe 2 or 3 more. And then I have to choose from there on which way to attack this and what I think is effective and what I haven't heard done before. So I just pick perspectives that I think can help resonate with everybody. I just wrote a book. And
ooh, what's this book?
Yeah, so I wrote a book called New Beginning. It's based on the album New Beginning, actually.
New Beginning, right?
Yeah, so put it in perspective of if you were able to talk to Shakespeare as opposed to us always trying to debate what he means. Maybe that'd be dope. We could do it through a Rhymecology Zoom and like really build on it. If you want to do something like that, that might be real dope. And yeah, man. So that's what I'm doing.
Listen to this here. So the start of that was, I'm far from a novice. I win by the largest margins. Regardless, you ain't as smart as us. Save the remarks and arguing. Queens to the heart of Harlem. Poverty-starving artists with talent. The challenge to be heard is what the hardest part is. Every bar marvelous. I'm an artist and a novelist. Full of danger like a bullet chamber and a revolver is. Came as far up to par to y'all, I'm a narcissist. Where the ball party is, I'm a star like Bob Marley is. I got a bargain charging. We've been sold out in every market brought in. I'm glad that you're here, Madison Square to Boston Garden. It's been hard when parking. So he knows what I'm talking about, but this is 3 different quatrains from 3 different songs, all with the same rhyme scheme. So he's a master of the AR. And the reason why I was breaking down those 3 different songs was to show like how you can stretch your rhyme schemes. How, like, for the people that I teach rhymecology, like the art of rhyming, write better rhymes. Like this is a great example. And then when you have that going, then you're dropping the internals in there just to keep people from getting bored. And Wordsworth, he's always been a master of that.
What I really care about is the fact that you can read it and it's just as powerful on the track, if not more powerful. That's what I really care about.
Well, we care about you. We care about your commitment to the pen. We care about how you came up as a freestyle punchline battle rapper to a concept storyteller, to the albums with Ace, to all everything you've done. Like, we care about it and we're appreciative of it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man. Anytime you want to have me on, man.